Have you ever wondered why those who rise from nothing often begin their journey not with abundance, but with restraint? Why is it that those who turn their lives around do not first chase pleasure, but instead eliminate it? Could it be that the most powerful transformation starts with what you choose not to do? Welcome back to the channel, the place where we break illusions, face hard truths, and rebuild life from the inside out. Today we're exploring a reality many people deny. If you want to rise from the bottom, you have to start by cutting out the habits that keep you there. Not by working harder, not by chasing shortcuts, but by choosing self-discipline, especially in a world that glorifies indulgence. Let us be honest. Society sells you pleasure as a right. You're told you deserve to relax. You deserve to binge. You deserve to live your best life. But if you're broke, lost, depressed, and addicted to momentary escapes, how is that your best life? The truth is, freedom is born in restraint. Power is forged in control. And those who have nothing cannot afford the luxuries of distraction. Let me break it down. If you're at the bottom financially, every dollar matters. Every impulse purchase, every night out, every craving you give in to costs you not just money but momentum. When you're climbing from zero, the difference between keeping your lunch money and spending it on takeout isn't just a few bucks. It's the difference between surviving and stagnating. If you're emotionally bankrupt, every toxic relationship you cling to is draining the little energy you have left. You cannot afford to be chasing validation when you should be building stability. You can't keep checking who liked your post when you haven't even checked your savings account. If you're mentally scattered, every hour you spend on mindless scrolling is a crime against your future. You want clarity, but you keep feeding your brain with garbage. You want confidence, but you keep numbing your anxiety instead of facing it. At the bottom, abstinence is not a moral code. It's survival. So what does abstinence look like in real life? It's saying no to pleasure that weakens you. No to food that poisons you. No to people who manipulate you. No to entertainment that distracts you. No to sex that empties you. No to scrolling that numbs you. No to anger that rots you. You don't say no because you're better. You say no because you're building. Imagine a man named Eric. He grew up in a rough neighborhood. Drugs, violence, poverty, it was everywhere. At 15, he was on the edge of joining a gang. Not because he wanted to, but because he wanted to survive. Then one night, his older brother, a known dealer, was arrested. Shook him. Eric stood at a crossroads. He could follow the same path or walk alone. He chose alone. For the next 5 years, Eric cut out everything. No parties. No drinking. No gambling. No girls. Just school, work, and the gym. People mocked him. Called him boring. Laughed behind his back. But he kept going. At 25, he opened his first gym. By 30, he had 3 locations, employees, a home, and freedom. People asked him, "How did you do it?" He said, "I did it by not doing what everyone else was doing." That's the game. When you're at the bottom, your environment will tempt you to settle, to conform, to numb. And your job is to resist. Not forever. Just long enough to build a foundation that can hold your future. Most people don't fail because they didn't have a chance. They fail because they traded their power for comfort. Let me ask you something. Are you comfortable or are you growing? Because those two states rarely coexist. Growth is uncomfortable. It's lonely. It's boring. It requires you to sit in silence while the world screams for your attention. It requires you to be misunderstood, even ridiculed. But if you can hold that discomfort, if you can endure the silence, you will hear something most people never do: your own voice. Your own purpose. Let us talk biology for a moment. Your brain is wired for survival, not success. It loves pleasure because pleasure signals safety. But that wiring was made for a world of scarcity, not a world where dopamine is just a click away. Every like, every swipe, every fast food bite tricks your brain into thinking you're thriving when you're actually drowning. Abstinence resets your brain. It reteaches your system that satisfaction comes from creation, not consumption. From mastery, not indulgence. from commitment, not chaos. You want to rebuild your life? Start here. Wake up early even when no one is watching. Eat clean even when no one is applauding. Work hard even when no one is praising. Study even when there's no exam. Save money even when there's something tempting to buy. Choose silence over noise. Choose solitude over codependence. Choose discipline over drama. These aren't just habits. These are declarations. You're telling life, I'm ready, not for comfort but for greatness. And let me be clear, abstinence is not punishment. It's preservation. You're not denying yourself joy. You're denying yourself decay. You're choosing long-term strength over short-term sensation. Let us flip the script. Don't ask, what can I get away with? Ask, what am I capable of if I stop sabotaging myself? That's how you rise. And when you do rise, when the money comes, when the peace comes, when the love comes, you'll be able to hold it. Because you built the container for it. You want to be shaken. You want to be desperate. You'll be ready. So if you're at the bottom right now, I want you to know something. This is your advantage. You have no illusions left. You know what doesn't work. You've seen the consequences of indulgence. Now use that. Use the emptiness as a forge. Use the silence as a sanctuary. Use the lack as leverage. Because the greatest power isn't found at the top. It's born in the fire at the bottom. Thank you for watching this video. If this message hit home, tell us in the comments, what are you choosing to abstain from? What distractions are you giving up to build your comeback? And if you're already walking this path, share your story. Let us build a community where discipline is honored, not mocked. Subscribe, like, and send this to someone who needs a wake-up call. The bottom is not the end. It's the beginning if you have the courage to start with less so you can become more.